Good morning, third grade. In today's lesson, we will learn how to multiply by 6. So we'll be learning all of the multiplying by 6 facts. Before we get started, grab lesson worksheet 115-1, class fact practice 115, and we'll do the A side together. And then you'll also need a pencil. Okay, so when we go to the store, we can buy things in groups of 6 sometimes. Maybe the grocery store we go and we could buy muffins, we could buy donuts in groups of 6. We could buy a 6-pack of pop. We can also buy yogurt in 6 packs as well. So we're going to pretend that we went to the grocery store, we found packages of yogurt, and we are going to figure out if we buy 6 at a time in one package, we'll go all the way up to 10 here. Alright, so if I went to the grocery store and I bought one package of yogurt, and in that package there were 6 containers, 1 times 6 is 6. If I buy 2 boxes of yogurt, well, 2 times 6, that is 12. If I bought 3 boxes, that would be 18. 3 times 6 is 18. 4 times 6, 4 times 6 is 24. 5 times 6, 5 times 6 would be 30. 6 times 6, we know that one, 36. 7 times 6, so if we bought 7 boxes of yogurt, we would get 42 small containers of yogurt. 8 times 6, 8 times 6 is 48, and 9 times 6, that is 54, and 10 times 6 is 60. Next we'll do lesson worksheet 115-1. Okay. We'll go down side A. If you want, you can fold it in half here. Let's start with A. 0 times 6, 0 times any number is 0. 1 times 6, any number times 1 is that same number. 1 times 6 is 6. 2 times 6, let's double that. So if you double 6, that is 12. 3 times 6, 18. 4 times 6, 24. 5 times 6, 30. 6 times 6, 36. 7 times 6, 42. 8 times 6, 48. 9 times 6, 54. 10 times 6, 60. 11 times 6, 66. And 12 times 6 is 72. Next up, let's go to the B part. If you folded it in half, just flip it to the B side, and we'll go through the wrap up here together. 8 times 6. So 8 times 6, that is 48. 9 times 6, 54. 7 times 6, 42. 4 times 6, 24. 12 times 6, 72. 2 times 6 is 12. 11 times 6 is 66. 1 times 6 is 6. 5 times 6 is 30. 10 times 6 is 60. 6 times 6 is 36. And then 3 times 6, we are left with 18, and 3 times 6 is 18. And then you'd put your wrap up down there, and we would check the back if we had those. Next up, I want you to grab class fact practice 115, and we'll do the A side together since this is brand new. What I'd like you to do is do the first 2 rows with me, hit pause, try the next 3 rows, and then when you are done, push play again, and I will go through the rest of them. so that you have the correct answers for the A side. Okay. Alright, so 6 times what number is 12? 6 times 2 is 6 times what is 42? 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times what is 30? 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times what is 0? That's 0. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times what is 18? 6 times 3 is 18. Second row. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 9 is 54. 6 times 6 is 36. So what I want you to do now is hit pause, and then try these next 3 rows. Once you are done with that, hit play again, and then we'll get started and I'll go through each one of these to make sure that you have the correct answer. Welcome back. Let's go through the last 3 rows here together. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 1 is 6. Fourth row. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 9 is 54. Last row. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 3 is 18, and 6 times 7 is 42. That will wrap up our video on multiplying by 6. I'll see you next time.